This is how you can get started to offer Apostille Services ASAP. So bring out your notebook and I will help you out as I'm going to get ready to go because I'm done working for the day. I already worked. I'm good. And we have the Secretary of State office off of Spring Street in LA, and they're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., not on weekends. When you are offering this service, that's what we have to keep in mind and be open to. Like, that's why we're getting hired, is because we're open during those hours. We can do a walk-in, we can get it done for them. We're not going to be taking documents from someone and doing a mail-in unless it's absolutely necessary. But for the most part, we're doing walk-ins. When you walk in to get an apostille, it's very easy. You just hand over the documents and they're going to verify the signatures of the public official on the document. So it could either be a notary public, if it's a notarized document on a public document, or if it's on a vital record like a birth certificate, a death certificate, marriage certificate, that's already signed off by an official. So then they just verify that signature and they put the stamp and it's apostille. Good to use in another country. Apart from this, you might have to get that document translated into the other country's main language. For example, if you are going out to Mexico and you're going to be using, your birth certificate out there for a marriage, it's not going to get recognized just with the apostille like that. It will more than likely require a translation. And it's not the same for every country or for every use of it in each country. Depending on what it's being used for, like in Mexico, some documents, it's like, cool, we don't need a translation, we'll accept it in English. But other type of documents, they have to get the translation done. And then, like I said, every country is different. Every country that's receiving the document. The next thing that you have to do before you go out and start to market your service is making sure that you have your Google business page. Sorry, I'm just hearing a lot of people coming in and out today. It's Sunday. Why are you working? You need to have your Google business page set up and or your website. I say and or because I obviously always recommend to have both of these things set up before you go out there, or else how do you want people to look at you as a professional? Please, if you don't have any of this, don't even start to market. Have your Google business page, have your website, have that ready, please. Google business page is free. Wix, it's not free. You will probably pay, I think I'm at $30 a month or something like that. And then my domain, the www.com, it was $12 for the year, and I just pay for that once a year. And then I also have a professional business email where it's Adriana at my business name. And that cost probably like $12 for the year. I don't know how I did that. It was like in a package that where I got my domain. When I bought it, it was offering that, so that's why I got it. But I have another one where I'm paying like $8 a month for the professional email. Not expensive at all. I recommend having the professional email and not a, Adriana the Notary at gmail.com. I'd rather have like Adriana at my business name, because again, you want to be professional as you can be. Other than that, you don't necessarily need a business phone number, but if you wanted to have something separate, instead of taking out a whole business line with like AT&T, Verizon, or whatever, you can get a Google Voice number. It used to be free. I don't know if it still is. I don't know. But if not, with your current phone provider, you can switch from personal to a business line. It might be a little bit more expensive, but I'm going to tell you the biggest perk that I found with this. Last time I was at the gas station, I'm going to tell you a little story. Last time I was at the gas station and some individual noticed that the side of my car was a little dinged because I'm not the best driver. And he was like, hey, I can fix that. And I'm like, oh, I'll let my fiance know, yada, yada. And so he's like, here's my number. And he gave me his number, and then I called, right? Because I said, just so you can have my number too. When I called him, he's standing right next to me, and he's like, Adriana Torres, notary and apostille. Oh, are you a Notary Public? And that was the first time I had ever seen my phone number, like when I'm calling someone. Obviously, because he's not in my contacts, I'm not in his contacts. I came up as my Google business page name because my phone number is a business account through AT&T, and I linked it on my Google business page. I don't know what Google did, but it did its thing. And he was like, I got a client through that. He was like, I actually have documents to get notarized because my wife is trying to add me to a life insurance policy. And I'm like, perfect. Hit me up. Give me a call, client. I share all of this because 4 years ago, this could have seriously boomed my business like within the first year. On the contrary, I had to go through a lot of trial and error during the first year. I gave up more times than I can count. I'm glad that I didn't actually give up. I was just giving up in my head, where I was like, I'm done. And I wasn't really done. So I just want to help you out and tell you that it's not hard to start. It's not expensive to start. And if you need a mentor, contact me. I'm more than happy to help you out, especially if you're here in the LA area. I think that there's never going to be like, oh, there's too many people doing this. Look it up. Go on Google. Go on your phone right now and look up Apostille Services near me. There's not a lot. And even if there is, you can just be added into it because there's not a lot. Like, if you're going to get into this service, get into it right now because there's not a lot of people doing it. I'm telling you, there's really not. And the ones that are out there, you're in the same area as me, girl, they're expensive. I'm just thinking like, my community can't afford that. They're probably doing it themselves and probably doing it wrong. So my fees are at a $200 range, affordable for my community. I don't think I'll ever go higher than that, to be honest with you, unless they're bringing in like a whole lot of documents, but there's money to be made here. And it's not a whole lot of money like in startup fees. So ask me more questions and I'd be more than happy to help. Oh, wait, before I let you go, use Zazzle for marketing material and then use Canva to design because it's free. That was it.